Kia ora and welcome to another playthrough of the Daily Flight of Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I'm Sweet Toons and I like to play computer games. I particularly like to do playtesting and help developers to work out where the kinks and the quirks are before they get fully released. So I've been playtesting Sparrow Warfare for a while and I just love this game. It's fantastic. As always, if you are curious about the game, you want to know more, then check out the Steam link in the description below, and there's also a wiki down there if you want to know more about the tiles, about the ways, about the modifiers that we are facing. So today's flight, we are in the way of fire again, so looking at getting damage out, particularly on our boss before the bosses wake up. And that helps to cut down the amount of hit points they've got and hopefully make it easier to defeat them. But today's modifiers are not nice. I'm not looking forward to this run. We've got Pig Farm, which means that we start off with 3 slot hogs. Slot hogs are tiles that just clog up our hand and they don't get discarded at the end of a turn. So they will just stay there, and the more slot hogs we have, the fewer useful tiles we get. But we do get a Barnstormer alongside that, and Barnstormer increases our strength for the amount of slot hogs that we've got. We've got Clumsy, and this is one that I don't know anybody that likes this modifier. This is where we discard a random tile whenever we play a hand. So every single set of 3 tiles that we play out, we're going to lose one from our set. I've blanked on the word, that's good. And this makes it really hard to plan ahead. There are certain times when you need to have conditions set up before you can play a wild tile, and if that tile's been discarded, you're stuffed. So no, do not like Clumsy. And we've got Lizard Skin. Lizard Skin, to be honest, is the weakest of the shield modifiers. So we start with 5 shield at the start of each level. That's going to take us down by 1 each turn, and that only lasts for 5 turns. So it might be helpful right at the start, but yeah, it's not particularly useful. So let's jump in and see how this one runs. Hopefully it's not going to be a mega long game, but we shall see. So yeah, we've got a couple of our slot hogs have come out already. Not great. Do our usual. Try and get as many. Can't do that. We've lost one of. See, straight away. Lost one of my 2s that I was going to be using for my run. That's a pain. Take out the way of fire. Got 50-50 chance of losing one of our good tiles compared to one of our. Yeah, so we lost one of the slot hogs. That's at least a bit of a benefit here. But we need 19 defense and we've only got 17. So already we are going to be struggling. Even with our flame, we've only got enough flame to put out 6, and Bridget will hit us for 7. So going to need right at the start to open up Sister Claws. And I'm going to take out the cuteness, because I can take out Bridget with that, I mean, it's a bit of a shame because it'd be nice to be able to use that for something else, but that's, we don't have a huge amount on us anyway. But we take Bridget out and then take Hal for 4, and we've still got now enough flame to at least give him a bit more pause for thought next turn. But yeah, it's already having my plans scuppered because of the clumsiness. And this is a rubbish hand. Wouldn't mind so much if we had a decent hand to start with, but having to open up birds right at the start is not good. So I can either Right, I'm going to draw tiles because that will hopefully at least then counterbalance the clumsiness, and we'll at least take out Howl here. So we've got another wild tile to be able to get at, and we've got Fluff Justice as well. Right, what's Howl going to give us? Okay, discard all and draw that many new tiles. I think given we don't have a huge amount of good stuff here, I'm happy to take that risk, and it gets that slot hog out as well. Not brilliant, but if I can get out that amount of flame. Oh nice, so taking out both Shah possibility and just about being defended against the big Fluff Justice. Okay, so at least we've now got our Barnstormer. So this is going to add 3 strength. Still going to need some wild tiles to help take advantage of it, but if that's sufficient to at least do a bit more attack here on the beak. Not quite 2, 3 and a 4. 2, 3 and 4 is still not going to build up enough, so we'll at least put out a 5, 6 and a 7, because it also hits Fluff Justice. Gain and lose that defense straight away, that's frustrating. But we're now at least defended, and sadly Fluff Justice is going to heal for most of their fire damage, but there's still been a little bit done. And I need 14 or a lot of attack here. I do the side hustle because I like the side hustle. It might be a mistake. Yeah. So I'm still going to need get 2 tiles from Fluff Justice, and I will defend for didn't necessarily need that straight up, but so taking out Feathered Fury, and I'm not going to worry about Magic 9 Ball right now. A little bit of burning damage on the Beekeeper, but we've now got no birds left, so I am okay with doing a bit of an attack on the Beekeeper anyway. Would be different if I had some flame in hand, but I don't. Why am I losing the tile that I'm getting from Magic 9 Ball? That is so frustrating. 4, 5. Okay, cool. We'll do a discard and get rid of those slot holes as well. Well, that wasn't worth it. But now at least we've circulated through everything, so... Oh. Let's get some flame going, and then I've got a bit of space for the 2 tiles I'm going to get from Feathered Fury. Draw, and draw for every defense in hand. That's going to be useful. because we've got 5 defense, and I can, if I just take out that one, it's a little bit of overkill, but it does give us a bit more in hand, but not enough defense, unfortunately. I should have played that with a defense tile. Right. Our Barnstormer is back again. Any chance of a magic 8 ball is the pros and the cons there. The magic 8 ball has turned my slot hog into something useful, but it also means I get less on the strength. I need some more defense tiles coming out, or brick wall. Brick wall will also get me up, so we'll use that with fire. Yes. And then I can start grinding down the beekeeper's health. Gonna deliberately lose those attack tiles. Let's see if we can get some more defense. We can't get more defense, but get some more attack instead. And now I need so much defense. At least I'm not going to be knocked out by the beekeeper, because we've got enough light there. But that's a disappointing starting run, a bit longer than I would normally like to take, and with only the beekeeper as a follower taking me into the next round. So let's see how round 2 goes. Okay, so we've got 2 of our birds out at the start. Not brilliant. We'll start off with getting those flame attacks going. Not quite enough to take Caligula out. So just going to use the magic 9 ball rather than the Peacock's Pride. Now I'll lose Peacock's Pride anyway. Okay. So we are useful with the cuteness, just to build that up. Of hits on the falconer. We're building up a nice little stack of followers for when we get absolutely stuck, which I'm sure is about to happen. Yep, need to get the defense before the defense disappears. And no point in playing the Barnstormer at this point if I can't then actually take advantage of the extra strength that it's giving me. So we will leave that there, particularly because it's only going to give me, well, even only give me 1 strength now with the slot hogs, so just to double check that. No slot hogs here, and Yep, so I only get one additional strength with the Barnstormer. No point in playing that unless I've got strength tiles that I can use straight away. But, no, we'll start off with that brick wall. Get 3 more defence tiles, but we're likely to lose. Oh, lost a slog. That's good. 39.8 is 21, so we'll save that run of 3 defence for next time. Yeah, nice. Get a decent side hustle going. But we're going to need a lot more defence, because even that run 2, 3, 4 is not going to take out Marjorie, so it's a little bit of a waste unless we can have something to go alongside it. I'll take on that fireproof, and we'll draw some more fire tiles, because let's at least start taking Jimmy down. Yeah, nice. Well, at the very least we need that fireproof going for when the Falconer wakes up in 4 turns time, but need some more defence. Or I can set everybody on fire instead. Pumperum. Like the good old pumperum. Particularly with the smoke tiles. I guess it's a bit of a waste of the attack, but we're now fully defended and we'll get some nice additional tiles off of Pumperum. And Sweeperoni, yay! Now ideally I will have Sweeperoni going in 2 turns, because that way it's not going to be just wasted on the boss. But we've now got the Craven Ravens instead, so I need a 6 defence. Lots of wild tiles to play with next turn. Maybe a bit challenging, but okay, so we don't have to worry about Second Coming or Buzz because they will be taken out by the bomb, but we do still want to take down Craven Ravens if at all possible. But just in case we can't, we'll do a bit more drawing, build up. Yeah, so we've now got enough defence. But there we go. So Craven Ravens is now no longer a problem. Unfortunately, still just enough flame immunity to not worry about the Falconer's first attack. And I have lots of falling upwards. It's not particularly helpful, to be honest. as the run. Get a few more tiles out. Okay, sweeper only come around again. That is useful. Take that one straight up. Do this to give us at least another fire tile, just in case we lose one of them. Oh, bird bath will be useful after next round. And okay. So gonna leave that one there. Don't want to risk losing my bird bath. Falcon is going to heal for 24 and remove the burning, which is a bit frustrating. And I've got last round of the side hustle, so I'm just going to look at what we get from Marjorie. Ah, brilliant. Let's freeze the falconer and upgrade all of our suit tiles. That way, bit of a waste of my defense, but that means I get better with the attack and the flames. And now I don't have to worry about the falconer healing himself. And now I've got my fireproof and just a little bitty bit of the barnstormer. Was kind of wanting to use that servant attack. What's we got here? Let's do the viral tweet. Get an extra choice with the bonus tiles, but unfortunately not going to be able to do a huge amount with that lot unless we can get something that I'll get Red Dragon for next time. One more go, see if we can get something that lets us draw lots of tiles. Ah, but we can defend for 10, and that will stop the falcon from hitting us. Yeah. Destroys the Red Dragon, but we've got plenty of Red Dragons. Okay. So we're immune to fire, so let's put a bit more flame on the falconer. Not quite enough to take him down completely, but we'll be sorted at the end of this. It's a bit easier now that we've got some helpful tiles in hand, but still not as smooth a run as I normally like to have. And its problem with Lizard Skin is Lizard Skin isn't even enough defense to protect us against Hannibal without some extra help, so we'll do that. And unfortunately, I do want to gonna just fire out some flame onto the poacher so we can start taking him down. Not a great use as a wild tile, but when you use it as to fill up the run, it can be helpful. And okay, here let's get that fire immunity going.
still going to need some help with defense here, because even if we take Baudelaire out, we're not going to take out Dino. So yeah, let's draw 4 tiles and see what that gives us. And we start defense up. Brilliant. This game is loving the red dragons right now. They're nice and all, but I'd like a few more. So let's have a quick look in our overall deck. How many red dragons have we now got? Got 3. Okay. It feels like a lot more. They must be cycling around a bit faster. So that's our 24 defense that we need. And I'll get everybody on, well, I say everybody on 5 for 7. Ricky is immune, but boosting up the attack on the poacher, and let's discard that slot hog and all those smokes and hopefully get some useful tiles in hand. I mean, ideally wouldn't have also been pull out 2 more birds, but sometimes that's how it comes out. And Mother Claus is going to spawn a surprise. So she's brought out Canoodle. Let's boost up our defense and get side hustle going. And so it's decent enough there in terms of the defense that we've got. So I think I shall leave that going. Right. Hey, yay, yay. That's no fun. Oh. I should have played that the other way around. It's a bit of a waste of the fire because that's taking out Fancy Ricky. But we'll start boosting up that defense. And okay, we've got our pumper on going. And that's useful. We'll reduce the strength down. So now I just have to worry about Canoodle and Repent Ye. And I can boost that there and use the Magic 8 Ball. Destruction will give us another tile. And bit of a waste here on the healing, but gives us a few more tiles. And even nicer, let's freeze everybody. attack, and if we destroy a random tile, we'll get one back from Pump Run. Now, setting everybody on fire for a high amount is not great because that will include me, but at this point I think that one is going to be useful, not just for setting everyone on fire, apart from Joseph who's fire defense, but because it gives us that smoke which will now get turned into useful tiles. Well, hopefully useful tiles. Maybe useful tiles. Yuck. So first up here we absolutely need to build up our defense and see who we're going to freeze. Any of them freezing is going to be useful. So yeah, freeze out Joseph. We haven't got any trapped birds left, so let's do a whole heap of drawing. And I can now take out my corb. But this is almost game ending. In fact, this is game ending. The amount of they're going to attack me. So we're going to open up quite a few bits at this point. Multiply and draw. And we're going to do this all on the defense. That's a bit better. So I've now got enough fire on Repent Ye and King Mob to take them out. So this is where Joseph having a huge amount of fire defense has actually helped us. Because if I'd just been hitting him with flame, there's no way I'd have picked up on Repent Ye and King Mob. But I do want to see if I can carry on using that power. We'll refill hand. And let's do an upgrade. So I'll just discard that one. Do a refill and then upgrade everything that comes out in the hand as well. Because that's nice. Ooh. Save on fire and then give myself the fire immunity. And let's... This is one of the nice things about, because Joseph is frozen, his fire immunity doesn't decrease either. So everything I'm firing out here is just hitting onto the poacher, which is also incredibly useful. I will finish that there. done. Brilliant. Poacher's going to destroy 5 tiles. Another red dragon. So we'll finish this up. I want to keep Peacock's Pride and Brick Wall to come around for another time, but we can easily destroy one of those red dragons, and see if we get anything better. I liked that 9 attack. I am sad that I've lost that 9 attack. Okay, need a lot of defense. Don't have a lot of defense. Just guard those out to get a couple more of those useful tiles. Multiply is nice. And then let's do a sticky beak. There you go. More than enough. That's nice. Am I likely to lose my sticky beak on this one? No, brilliant. In fact, because I've got enough defense, I'm going to discard those to see if we can maximise the amount of damage we can do. Okay. A couple of magic 9 balls. I know I'm unlikely to be able to take him down by a full 100 this time, but yeah, in fact, I'm not going to get that unless we're doing a decent amount. Yeah, because now, as long as I can get him down from 36 to 110, I am sorted. So, don't need to worry about defense. Cycle back through. Get some more flame going, and that lovely sound effect says that the poacher has enough flame to take him out.
Fly free, little sparrow.
So, bit hairy at the start. I'm sure that I could have played that first level a bit better, but at least it did pick up through the rest. Didn't get my bosses perfected bonus, but I didn't have to resort to opening up the beekeeper or the falconer, so I got my no kings bonus. Got some of my bonus damage. Yeah, so probably could have been better, but pleased with that run. So I hope you enjoyed that. As always, check out the Steam link if you want to get it on your wish list, or look at the wiki if you want to know any more. And I will see you next time. Kia ora.